I just had to let the beat play out. Yo guys, what's going on today? Welcome to the Guidepost. I'm your host, Aries Bookman. Here we talk about guidance on godhood. Here, let me put this up here. Let me do that for a second. I don't want to go too much today. And don't I always say that shit? But bruh, this is what's gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Okay. Wait a second. How did all this shit get? Anyways, this was gonna happen. I'm having a problem. That's how I say it easily. I'm not having a problem. I'm bumping up against a wall that I've realized I cannot contend with. Well, once again, details. It's either I can't contend with it because it's not what I'm supposed to be touching. And I think that's it. Because my other alternative is to just destroy everything, and that's what I want to do. That's how I know it ain't the thing. So I'm going to walk around a few things today. I'm going to point out a few things today. But my biggest thing, and I'm going to come back to it a couple times. Okay, there it is. That was a point of shame. Gotcha. All right, here we go. I can't set you up for everything. In fact, I can't stress enough how much that's not what I want to do. I don't want to set you up to trust me. I don't want to set you up to believe me, to feel a certain way about me. Of course, anyone can say that, right? It's vastly more simple to create bullshit than it is to walk somebody else out of it. So it's so much easier to create bullshit as a bullshit artist, because you don't necessarily have to be a liar to create bullshit. You just have to make the shit feel familiar more than you're directing anybody towards truth. So I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about two things that you may be interested in, but I'm telling you what I'm interested in on the back end, because I have a few burning bushes to walk around. I have to look at this. I have to chew this. There's a lot of people who talk about the Qlippoth, why it's popular, why it looks spooky. Most people are in rebellion against religion, and so they jump to the thing that looks spooky because this must be the truth. This must be the thing. A lot of people are interested in initiation. What that means, what they need to do to be initiated. First and foremost, I'm not going to tell you what to do to be initiated. I'm not going to initiate you, but I will introduce you to the idea of self-initiation and where people are fucking up. Not to say, how I look at you, you're fucking up, look at me, I'm better than you, even if that's the truth. I'm pointing it out so you can see these are landmark pitfalls. Okay, there's things that people will consistently trip over. Just like in the Matrix when they tell the dude, the Neo, to jump over the building thing, right? Jump over the gap. Everybody trips there. So when you trip, it's not a point of, it doesn't necessarily need to be a point of shame. Anyways, I will yak. I'm trying not to do too much of it today because I really want to touch this, because this has been bothering me for weeks now. It's me with a critical hit at least twice. Okay, it's hit me with critical hits at least twice. So I got to do this. Anyways, let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Start the ritual off. Give me a few seconds. Try and get around this part. That's the big one right there. Everybody try and get around that part. That's the big. Yep. Yeah. I gotta come back to that. Everyone tries to get around the suffering. Everyone tries to get around the part that don't feel good. And look, the babies, they hear me. All Arius is saying he never tries to get around it. He's better than me because he pointed out something I didn't want to hear. No! Stop. Damn it. That bothers me. Once again, I've gotten at least 2 critical hits from this shit. I say that because I go through it. I can recognize it. Well, I can recognize it too. Whatever. Congratulations. Great job. I don't want to look bad in front of the bitches, bro. Look, that's the thing. You ain't even close enough to look bad in front of the bitches, bro. It's like at current, most motherfuckers is still just part of the bitches. And they spend so much time not want to look bad so they can fit in, so no one notices them. That's what the bitches is, bro. And you gotta look bad in front of them sometimes, bro. Like I know the feeling. I know the feeling. You don't want to look stupid. You know, you don't want to look. You don't want people to see it. You know, the thing that's embarrassing, that's shameful. All right. This is what I'm gonna do first. Is I'm kind of scattered today, which is part of the reason I didn't even do one yesterday. But that's how I know I gotta jump on this in a certain kind of way. But I want to share with you what I'm going through with it. You know, it always surprises motherfuckers that I'm deeply emotional. Whatever. I guess because most people consider emotion, someone being emotional, being the outpouring and not being able to control any of it. Here's the secret. I don't try to control it. I don't try to control it. I just don't let it drive. I just don't let it drive. And that's not it's not a one-up. Anyways, the Qlippoth. What are we talking about? Because, bro, there's so much bullshit out here. Like, I could really make a show just slaying bullshit, but then you wouldn't learn. All you'd learn to do is try and do what you see me doing. And that's not what I want you to do. I'm a piece of shit. I'm a dick. You gotta look hard, but you can't really tell whether or not is this a piece of shit? Is that a dick? What's going on over here? I want to introduce you to what this stuff is real quick. I want to kind of show you some of the bullshit you're gonna find, and I want to set you up for success to recognize. Because look, if you can't recognize bullshit in the world, how you gonna recognize my bullshit? How you gonna call me on it? Can't. Ugh. Sorry, I had to get my disgust out. And then motherfuckers will think that disgust is about them. Okay, the shoe fit, I got it. But I wasn't throwing it at you. But that's the point. That's the game. It's not for me to look at you and say, ha ha, the shoe fit. No, it's for you to grab it like, damn, that shoe fit. Shit. Okay, better yet, I don't want to look bad in front of myself, i.e. I am the bitches. There you go. And see, that's the path to getting out, dude. That's the path to getting out. Motherfuckers hear me say I'm a piece of shit, I'm a dick, and that's what I gotta say. No, you don't have to just say it. You actually have to believe it. You actually have to believe it. Okay, look, here we go. What is the Qliphoth? First and foremost, guys, what is the Qliphoth and what is initiation? Okay, I'll do this. I'll tell you what initiation is first. First, I'm gonna check because I learned I have to do this. I have to tell you what the point of everything I'm gonna say is. Then I have to give you the rest of the details because you can't follow the details to the point, which is kind of the problem. But anyways, my problem. That's my problem. It's not your problem. It's my problem. Oh, fucking babies. Here we go. There are three distinct phases of initiation. Remember, initiation is the beginning. All right, it's getting you going. All right, it's not once I've been initiated, I'm in. I'm the thing. I mean, you're in whatever group, right, or ritual, religion, culture that you initiate into. You're in that sense, but you're in the front door. Like you didn't. You're not even remotely close to being done after going through initiation. Three distinct phases of initiation. There's the macrocosmic, the microcosmic, and then the within. I'll say it again. There's the macrocosmic, the microcosmic, and then the within. Both of the first steps are set up to lead you seamlessly into the third step. Bobby Hemmett told y'all there's no more secrets. There's no more secrets. Because in the age where there were secrets, most people were knowingly illiterate, and then those who were learned were considerably learned. And so if you were going to keep a secret, you needed to keep it from them. At present, people are so inundated in their own ignorance, there's no need for secrets. Your ignorance will keep you there. Had to shut it up. Well, not shut it up, let it run its course. Anyways, your own ignorance will keep you out of the thing. Okay? So, three phases of initiation. The first phase is the macrocosmic, where you're guided to notice the interconnectedness of all of the world you experience. Okay? You're guided to notice the interconnectedness of the world that you experience at large, okay? At this point in initiation, this is where your capacity to first of all, because back in the day, remember, it was secret, right? So this is where your capacity to hold on to information is tested, is tried. Okay. How do I say that without being mean to them? Everybody want mama fucking milk, bro. This shit so. Anyways, you're encouraged to take the information you're given and hold it as sacred, not throw it before swine. All right, cast your pearls before swine. why was this important? Why was this important? It was not simply a mechanism to keep the uninitiated away from it. It was for the initiate to take certain information and begin to hold it higher than other information. Not because it is higher, to hold it in higher esteem so that they focus on it in a different way than they have focused on anything before. Not just so they hold this new information in higher esteem. Okay, it's not just putting on airs. It's to begin to change the initiate so that the initiate begins changing how they think. The whole process of initiation is to change the initiate, not to reveal some secret that was not there before. Because that's always the last secret. But you don't get the last secret until you get the macro and the micro so that you can contextualize it. And see, a lot of motherfuckers, that first step, you'd have failed. Because y'all motherfuckers is quick to learn a new little thing, feel good about it, and decide you need to start teaching. Spill the beans. I'm glad you niggas don't cook chili because you spilled the beans immediately and we'd have nothing. Fuck. Like, there we go. In many regards, it's the reason people are having difficulty with that. And they feel they have to run and share everything that they think is this new secret knowledge without thoroughly examining it themselves. It's the rebellion against authority. It's the rebellion against the idea that something else has hierarchical level above you, and you gotta conform to it. We was just talking about this shit in the guild last night, bro. Impromptu conversation. It's usually only people who haven't achieved anything in life that rebel against authority. What do I mean by achieve something in life? Well, I can tell you right now, whatever popped into your head first, check whether or not you're rebelling against it. Because I didn't tell you what I mean by success in life. Whatever popped into your head first, check and see whether or not you're rebelling against that. All right, this is what I mean by success in life. Becoming competent in something is a success. Competency is its own reward. Like some people think, okay, I passed the test, now you give me this thing. Like, no, you develop competency. The competency you developed is your reward. Many people have not developed competency in anything in life before. And from that position, it's very easy to look at authority and say, your authority is hollow. Fuck your title. Fuck your title. That don't mean shit. We all the same. You know, it's easy to say fuck everything when you have nothing to lose. Man, the initiation process is to change the initiate. It's to change the initiate. And what, this isn't about changing what the initiate thinks. It's not about changing what the initiate thinks. The process of initiation is going to take all the elements of what the initiate thinks and alter how they think. That's the key. It's not altering what you think. It's not revealing something to you that was not always there. It's to change how you think. And part of the reason I really want to talk about initiation today, and this is fucking typical. Like I said, there are 3 phases of initiation. Most motherfuckers who are out here spilling the beans are only talking about the first 2 phases of initiation as if that's the thing. Okay, yeah, I don't want to look at that. J Dog, what's good? Good to see you in the chat. Lucid S Bay, ain't seeing around, man. Good to see you, bro. Nigga, when you stop being me, your meanness has utility. It does. It does. And I can. But see, look, you're in a place where you're not, looking for me to twerk your nipple to say something. At least not all the time. So I don't know, but. There's a lot of motherfuckers who cannot learn unless they like you, unless they feel comfortable with you. Like, look, I want to read y'all this because I don't want to put this dude on blast because I respect him for speaking. But I want to give you an example of what I don't want, what I want to help you avoid needing to do. What'd he say? Fuck. Oh man, no, where was it? No. Okay, I can't find the text. But it was to the effect of, okay, look, I'm a young dude out here. I'm trying to figure out how shit works. I'm trying to find somebody I could trust, who I can listen to help me figure out this stuff. I understand that sentiment. I understand it deeply because I've never had it. Right? So I understand the sentiment. I can appreciate, you saying it to me. I got you. Look, and so I don't want to just shit on the mud pie just yet. But this is the thing, bruh. Fuck, man. This is the thing. I could be lying too. See, some people, and this is what I'm talking about, the meanness, bro. They see the meanness, they don't necessarily immediately feel included, feel accepted. And so instead of acknowledging that the feeling, they'll just say, okay, because of the meanness, this must not be true. Because of the meanness, he must be putting on airs. Because of the meanness, he's not finished evolving, and I gotta wait till he blossoms into his full Buddha-ness before he can ever teach me anything. It's the bitches, bruh. It's the bitches. But look, and see, this is the thing. I understand that. I don't agree with it. I don't. I'm disgusted by it, but I understand it. I understand it. I don't want to understand it. I understand it. Okay, so like I said, I want to just destroy everything. Drown all of them. But I can't. I can, but I won't. Why? Because I get it. Like, there's so much bullshit out here. What you need is discernment. You don't need someone to tell you what reality is. A lot of motherfuckers are secretly rebelling against religion so they can go out here and find some person who will tell them what the truth is. You want to say, these people have lied to me. There's a conspiracy of these people to lie to me. And I'm thinking, look, I won't tell you that's not true. But that ain't the problem. The problem is you're gullible. That's the problem. It is their prerogative to lie to you. They have every right to lie to you. They have no responsibility to tell you the truth. None. And if you're looking for somebody who's going to do that for you, you're looking for parents. You're looking for a new leader. No one has a prerogative not to lie to you. I don't want nobody to follow me for nothing. Like, I don't want to be on a pedestal of trustworthiness. I'm not. Look, there it is. The only way you can look at somebody and put them on a pedestal like that is because you feel there's a you that's like that somewhere, and now you can relate to them. Now you can look up to their truth and trustworthiness and their morality and their honor. Look how wise they are. But it's bullshit. And it's bullshitting yourself. It's easy to preach self-knowledge. None of these motherfuckers are talking about self-deception. That is what had you in your predicament. Not that someone lied to you all your life. But you've been gullible all your life. It's not an insult. It's an analysis. It's an analysis. If these lies are able to subvert you, what does that say about you? You're gullible. You're looking for someone who's going to show you and tell you the truth and what's real because you don't know how to discern it yourself. It's not an insult. Fuck. That's not an insult. This is what the process of initiation facilitated. But motherfuckers is only taking the first two phases. They take the macrocosmic and they look at how all the world is like this and how it's connected and everything is connected. That's the first phase where the initiate is directed to notice the interconnectedness of everything at large. The second phase is the microcosmic, where the initiate is directed to see how not only they play into that interconnectedness, but that interconnectedness is reflected in their body. That's the second phase. Once again, you're building context based on what the initiate already knows and can know. Okay? Already knows and can know. So first they were focused and to begin to notice. And once again, this stuff took years. This was not you come in on the weekend and we gonna run you through it real quick. No, this took years. Motherfuckers are looking for a quick way to do this because they're running from something as opposed to running towards this work. That's why they hit the second density and just feel good, think they got it, and now they're ready to teach. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Give me a second. They hit the second phase and think, now I got it. This is all it was, and then they run and spill the beans. Like they're revealing some secret that wasn't there. That's not. The third phase of initiation is where the initiate is directed within so that they can begin the work. Being directed towards your body was not being directed within. First, you reassess your context of what you know macrocosmically. All right? That way you start to notice things you didn't notice in the world around you. Right? Next phase, you're directed to the body that you animate so that you can begin to notice those same things you noticed there that you didn't notice before, right there in the way the body works. Then you notice that. then you're directed within. See, noticing the things in the body is not within. Remember, the first step showed you how the body's connected to all that. It's still part of that. This is what I want to talk about with Qlippoth, okay? I gotta show you. I have to show you this. Yeah, I'm about to bleed out. What are you talking about? I'm cut myself, man. It's just crazy. Weekend at Bernie's Enlightenment. And they do it. They do it. They do it. They want to get in here and think, oh, now I understand. It's simply this. Ha 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 ha. I can finish this in a weekend. No. Oh my God, this work takes a lifetime. Especially if you don't know what you're looking at. Especially if you're trying to run from something else. You're trying to rebel against Christianity, rebel against the system, rebel against the people who told you wasn't right, who told you ain't shit, who traumatized you. Rebel against them. There's an undercurrent in your motivation that is simply about fighting them. I can't wait to tell the Christian this. Man, the Christians better not da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And you'd be surprised how much that is your only motivation. No, it's just this little thing. And I'm telling you. And I'm not saying it because you're wrong for having it. Fuck. I'm saying it because you can't get in here with those shoes. It's gonna fuck you up every time. And then once again, it's the bullshitting yourself. It's the self-deception. Like, because I gotta pivot to really digging into this self-deception for real. Because self-knowledge is easy. You're already the thing. But it's about how you're framing reality, how you're thinking, not what you're thinking. It's not what you're thinking, it is how you're thinking. What the fuck is the Qlippoth? Let me get to it real quick. You're on a Tuesday, what's up? Been going through the mud for fucking 2 months. All physical shit and agreements I made. Hey man, you reap what you sow. It sucks sometimes. And sometimes you'll sow up some good shit and then the weather fuck you up. But I'm telling you, you can't get away from it. Can you use the body as a barometer, i.e. feel stuff physically? Yeah, bro, you're not going to stop feeling stuff physically. Like, because a lot of people who have the middle path mentality, they're going to keep trying to tell you to detach and disassociate. And so people are inadvertently trying to run from their experience of the body, trying to float above it. Oh, I rise above this, you will not get me lower nature. And they're bullshitting themselves. Not to say that there isn't some reality to that methodology, but this is what I'm saying, that undercurrent of rebellion. They're rebelling against the physical world as opposed to leaning in. There's no escape from suffering. Just like don't nobody want to escape joy and pleasure, right? Nobody want to escape that. Give me some more, right? The same thing from different directions. See, like motherfuckers want you to explain it to them like a second grader. I mean, look, I don't mind, but you can't take that second grade understanding and decide you want to teach. Decide this isn't enough to have mastered anything. Second graders don't master nothing but fucking coloring in the lines. I guess that's a really big thing. Fuck. I apologize. I guess that's a really big thing. I'm wrong there. That's a big thing. Learning to color in the lines is a really big thing. God, bro, I forget what it's like sometimes to be that small. Yo, you guys still alive? My shit won't go live. I'm like 20 minutes behind. Not alive live. Oh shit, is something going on with my stream? Let me see. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Anyways, and this is part of what I wanted to show y'all too, guys. This guy here, man. And so it's not even him, because I don't know the dude. But I'm kind of not interested at this point after I don't watch some of the stuff. Not on a personality level, on an information level. I'll talk about it in a second. What the fuck is the Qliphoth, right? Matter of fact, I'm not even going to use this my model, because you don't think I'm just trying to get you to dude, follow what Arius is saying. No, I need you to get it. I'm gonna go back to my model to wrap it up, but I want you to see it. I want you to see it, and it's not just Arius said it. Follow what Arius believes. Not at all. I got the color, and the black and white version is clearer though. Okay, beautiful. What is the Qliphoth? A lot of times you'll hear it as the shells of the tree of life. It is behind the tree of life, okay? This is what people misunderstand about this, okay? The tree of life in the Qliphoth is not twofold. This is not a dichotomy. This is not universe A and universe B. The whole thing is threefold. It's threefold. The bottom of the tree of life is Malkuth. It's a world in and of itself. And when you don't understand that relationship, people end up making this twofold. It's not twofold. A duality will not work cosmologically. It is threefold. So look here, okay? And that's the thing, man. Motherfuckers always start from the bottom up. I hate that shit. But I'll run it both ways, because fuck it, I can do it. All right, let's go bottom. No, I'm not going to go bottom up first. Fuck that. No. We'll start top down, okay? First thing is first. Old boy on the cross, right? That's your homie on the cross. You can say it's Jesus. That's what most people are gonna pop in their head. I would say it's called the Adam Kadmon. In the particular realm that these ideas come from, this is called the Adam Kadmon. It is the divine man, M-A-N, not human or male. Okay, not Homo sapien or male. This is a divine archetype of M-A-N, of man. Okay, that is your Qliphoth. That is your primordial realm. Now, what happens, and you can see it here, the primordial realm projects the tree of life. So, what Malkuth is to the rest of the tree of life, all of the tree of life is that to the Qliphoth. Just like I can stand in the sun, and I'm standing here, right? And I project a shadow. It's not something I'm making a shadow. I mean, you can do that with shadow puppets, but it's a natural process. It's not some anthropomorphic thing. That's the word I needed. Anthropomorphic. It's not some anthropomorphic thing. It's very natural. It's inevitable. There's the word I needed. It's inevitable. Anyways, the Qliphoth projects the tree of life. Okay. The Qliphoth projects the tree of life. At the bottom of the tree of life is the physical world. You don't need to do some weird, spooky book thing to access the Qliphoth. Dorothy never left Kansas. Look, I'm going to make it real simple. It's real easy, then I'm going to read these chats. And then we're going to get into, because I can't stop the world from making bullshit. I can't. Even as good as I am, I can't destroy it all. I can't. But I damn sure let you look at some of this stuff, man, because it's out here, bro. Anyway, here, Pete, right here in your experience of life. All right. Once again, Dorothy never leaves Kansas. Got a nice cup right here, right? Look at that cup. This is the physical world. Very simple. We all understand to a certain degree the perception of the physical world. Now, if you will, imagine a cup. Imagine a cup. Okay? If you need help, put your hand on the cup, maybe put it on a table, put some fluid in it, set up an atmosphere if you need to, if it helps you visualize it, okay? Boom. I can visualize, I can experience this cup physically, and I can experience that cup. Now, first off, what we have there is the difference, a very basic distinction between physical and non-physical. Now, let me give you the third aspect, okay? First of all, remember, walk you back through it again. We have the cup, physical world, right? Imagine a cup. Non-physical, all right? The direction from whence you perceived those both is the primordial, is the Qlippoth. The direction from which you perceive both of those is the Qlippoth, is primordial. Soul. See, it's not something you have, it's something you are. That's three densities: physical, non-physical, primordial, right there all the time. It is the root of your perception. This is not some spooky thing you have to activate and talk to a mystery dragon, and once the mystery dragon allows you through, then you're crowned as the Qlippoth king on earth. It's so dumb. And I can't just say it's dumb, because when they believe it, now they're hurt, and now they're rebelling against the hurt and projecting the hurt and saying, you're the one who hurt me. Whatever. Fuck, bruh. Fuck. I think most of the time that's what fucked me up with the middle path, is like the detachment, but it's like when they attach. What are they actually saying? It's a technique. Like, people take the technique and try and make it a lifestyle. Motherfuckers are looking for how to make this into a lifestyle, and I understand that, but they're not necessarily being taught what's in their hand, and so you can't make a lifestyle out of that. What you end up doing is just doing what the person told you to do over and over and over again. But no, I get it though. I hate feelings. Shit sucks. Nah, man, love them, bro. I love them. Can't have a higher nature without a lower nature. Yeah, but then, and this is the thing. Higher and lower define one another. So they're like, if you say higher nature and lower nature, there's still nature, which is neither of those things. Like, that's why duality never works. Bro, anytime you have two, there's a third there you're not recognizing. Anytime you have two, there's a third there you're not recognizing. Like, this was basic Trinity. Anyway, I have to finish this picture. Look at the guy down at the bottom. He has a halo on his head, so he's an initiate. He's an initiate. He has the halo on his head. Look at the animal next to him, the creature, the beast. It doesn't have the same halo, but it has a smaller halo. Okay, the creature's looking at the initiate. The initiate is looking at Adam Kadmon. He's not looking at the physical world. Look behind him. That's the physical world. How do you know? It's at the bottom of the tree. It's at the bottom of the tree. He's not even focused on the tree. He's focused on Adam Kadmon. That's the point. That's the point. This is not universe A and B. Like, bro, the dude I'm gonna show y'all, man, I swear, it's like this dude just watched. some Bobby Hemmett videos, found every word that you motherfuckers wanted to hear and put it in there. Like, it's... And once again, I'm talking about the information, not the person. Message, not the messenger. It's nonsense. It's utter nonsense. It's utter nonsense. I'm sorry. Fuck this shit hitting. I feel like Zuko when he couldn't fire Ben no more because he wasn't chasing Aang. Oh, because this is the thing. I give you. I had to peep that. And it's starting to get me to pivot. Because I can't destroy all the bullshit. Like, look, motherfuckers rebel against the old religion, right? So they run. But then what they do is they don't want to admit to themselves how much they're running. So it gets contorted, and then they end up in anything that feels right. Because now they've reawakened that feeling that they lost when they left religion. But this is the thing. There's so many places out here that are just spiritual circle jerks that are only going to facilitate you getting that feeling. Why? Because motherfuckers will pay for that feeling. They will pay for that feeling. Not only that, they'll pay for that feeling and other people who will help them keep that feeling. It's not good or bad. It's fucking inevitable. And once again, you may want to say, well, now they're lying to me. Now they've misled me. It was never their responsibility to lead you. It was never their responsibility not to lie to you. It's always yours. Always yours. And see, this is what I'm saying. It goes back to, it's not that somebody misled or lied. It's that you were gullible. And it's natural to be gullible. You have to figure out, you have to be able to smell your own bullshit, though. Otherwise, you'll end up bullshitting yourself. And motherfuckers will let you do it. Because look, especially on the middle path. Hey, you bullshitting yourself over there? Hey, I don't know. I'm here. Hey, I'm here, man. Oh, y'all bullshitting yourself over there too? Hey, I guess that could be it. Or not. Who really knows? Y'all motherfucking look at me like I'm just trying to take your shit. Oh man, no, but it's real shit, bro. It's real shit. Instead of rebelling against Christianity, I rebelled against common commercial success. Ouch. Why? Because I was destitute as fuck. Think, bro. See, let me finish reading the comment. And can I let me go? Playing human is so ghetto. I guess I call it human ghetto. I like that. Being human is so ghetto. That's the point. Because that's what I was talking about, the rebelling against authority. It's easy to rebel against authority when you haven't gained any rank in anything. It's easy to rebel against wealth when you're broke. You know, it's called making your necessity a virtue. Like let's say it's a dude who can't get no pussy, right? Instead of acknowledging the fact he can't get no pussy, he make not getting pussy virtuous. It's bullshitting yourself. And I get it. Like, we all do it. But you're not going to get to the self-knowledge in an effective way that you make a lifestyle unless you dealing with your self-deception as a lifestyle as well. See, niggas don't want to do that. They want to get back into that circle jerk and feel good, boy. I tell you. Man, look, it's real shit, man. I just told my wife, like, all the bullshit about a happy life and everything is going to go right, hell. Not like suffering is the key to standing yourself. And then impression, oppose, who the fuck are you? Well, I don't get the last part. But yeah, motherfuckers chase happiness, bro. They chase the feeling. I gotta play the Bobby thing real quick. I gotta play it. You know I'm gonna play. I'm gonna have to play it a few more times throughout this, but I'm playing right now. Open up my folder. Open up my folder so I can pull this shit out, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Cause, bro, it's not just me saying shit. Like, okay, there's plenty of places where I can just say shit. You know I will. But this ain't what I'm doing here. Here. Look at it. Oh no, it's not. That's the cadence. Okay, this is right here. This is right here. Actually, I'm gonna piss real quick and let this play. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. And don't think I'm not getting to this, because I've already told you what the Qlippoth Initiation is. Now I want to walk you through some of the stuff so we can fill in the details. All right. Anyways, hold on, because this shit's real.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear, because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level, and you thinking that's spiritual. That's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'll come up and they will come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff, and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then.
They playing on your emotions. But it's me, right? Because you don't like me. It's me. And it's not your homeboy. Really, it's me. No, I get it. Aries is a piece of shit. Aries is a dick. Who knows, right? It's something hanging down at the middle. Okay, yeah, it's me. It's me. Whatever. No, I gotta show y'all this guy, because, man, let me rephrase it. I don't need to show you him. I need to show you what he's talking about. I need to show you what he's presenting to you. Okay. For me, I feel like taking a class destroyed the framework on expectations I had on life, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Not only because you need it destroyed, but because that's part of the lifestyle. Learning to do that. Growing to be able to do that for yourself. For your kids, sometimes you got to chew their food for them. It happens. Because why? They're supposed to grow to learn how to do it. You brush the teeth for them. Why? Because they got to grow to learn to do it. Hey, man, it's real shit. Finger painting. Yeah, man, these motherfuckers have y'all out here finger painting and making macaroni pictures. Hell yeah, color inside the lines is a big thing, because my shit's still sloppy. It is, Aaliyah. Good to see you in the chat. Question you always say, Dorothy never left Kansas. But my question would be, what was she tripping on to make her think that she left? This is what I always say about it. Dorothy was suffering from two things. She didn't understand the nature of her predicament or how she was continuing to agree to it. She did not understand the nature of her predicament, the fact that she had never actually left Kansas, and she didn't know how she was continuing to agree to it. That yellow brick road and keeping them shoes on like she was. Because look, whole time she had the mechanism to go back to Kansas. But she didn't understand the nature of her predicament. She didn't understand what was going on. And so she ended up leaning into it even more, going deeper and deeper into that bullshit. It's not to say what you're supposed to do. It's the nature of your predicament. Because when you understand the nature of your predicament, what to do becomes obvious. If you're asking somebody, how do I do this? What do I do? That's a clear sign you don't understand the nature of your predicament. And that's not a bad thing. Figuring out the right question to ask is half of getting the answer. So it's no small feat. Society, maybe her agreements. A society of the fucking what are them little munchkins, right? And all the motherfucking misfits she meets on the yellow brick road. Yeah, her agreement to that as reality. I mean, but it's understandable that she didn't understand. So that's why I'm not saying Dorothy's just a stupid piece of shit. She's not. It's understandable that she didn't understand. But even still, you have to point out the fact that she didn't understand. Perception starts in the primordial and appears through the non-physical and physical. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's part of the reason I say the physical world is not third dimension. It's experienced three-dimensionally, most certainly. But to say that it's third dimension would imply that dimensionality begins in the physical, and it doesn't. That's where it ends. It begins in the primordial. Right, because... Okay, slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. But yes. Yes. Just like, okay. Let's say, let's say if you're a regular physical, because I do the video game thing, bro. It's easy. It's easy when you can see it. You're sitting there and you're holding the controller on the video game, right? All right, that's you, primordial. The computer world, the realm of the console, the television, the controller, the game discs, the code, the user interfaces, because you got a user interface for the console itself and for whatever game you're going to play. That's non-physical. All right? It's the peering through. It's a thing you're going to peer through. What you peer through and perceive is the third aspect, the physical world. That's the generated world. All right, you turn on Super Mario and you peer through and you see into Mario's world. You turn on World of Warcraft, you peer through and you see the World of Warcraft. The issue you're having is that you think you're that thing in there. Just like Dorothy thought she had left Kansas. This is what I'm saying. The spiritual is the realignment. The realignment of your actions, your motivations, your thinking with the motherfucker holding the controller. Because look, when the avatar in the game ain't in alignment with the motherfucker holding the controller, what do you say about the game? The game fucking up. You want to throw the controller and shit, right? The game fucking up. Why are they doing what's wrong with my joystick? It's fucked. All right? It's not about something that isn't already there. It's about how you're framing reality. If I were to say, imagine a cup, right? Underlying that instruction, for most, is the expectation or the presumption that what is imagined is generated by the brain. Now, if what is imagined is received by the brain, that changes the causal, the causal direction, the direction of causality. There's a better way to say that. I know there is. I know there's a better way to say that. All right, but this is why I say, what is you? What is you? You'll hear people say, you can put this in yourself to be part of yourself so that yourself grows. What the fuck is the self? Sorry. God, man. It's like the Lover's card in the tarot. The man is looking at the woman, and the woman is looking at the angel. I don't remember that. But no, because those things are key in symbolism. Those things are key. So I don't remember that off the top of my head what the Lover's card looks like, but if that is the case, it's similar to what I'm talking about here, okay? Man, the initiate ain't focused on, he's down here with the physical world, even with this beast, the body. He's down here with it. The body's focused on him. It's in the symbolism. But motherfuckers get caught up in the pieces. That's why with the Bookman model, I reduce it to a threefold pattern. Don't nobody else have original models. They read you a popular book or something in Sanskrit when you don't speak Sanskrit. Give you some Hebrew word. You see, he said, how much y'all? Oh, God, it must be the real thing. Fuck. It's gullible. It's gullible. Look, threefold. Look, this. I can reduce it to any of these things because these are maps. I'll make it threefold. You don't have to go through a 10-fold, then an 11-fold with all the paths and the. Because you don't have the context those people had at the time for that to make sense. I can't just tell you it corresponds with the tarot. That's not gonna make sense for you. Hold on, what the fuck? No, let me send a text message. Yeah, I can't just tell you it corresponds with the tarot because that's not gonna make sense for you. I got a phone call. I have to text them back. I'm live. That's how you know they don't watch my show. That's how you know they don't watch my show. Fuck you, me. All right, look. The primordial is not some place you have to unlock. You have to comprehend the nature of your predicament. What's got it locked in the first place? As a thing is bound, so it is unbound. What's got it locked in the first place? Your own understanding, your own framing. And when I say that, it doesn't mean, hey, take up Arius' framing. Do whatever the fuck you want. Okay? I'm talking about self-deception. Fuck you, Arius. I don't need just threefold. I want the 21, 57, 22, 72, 144 fold because that's the real thing. You know this nigga didn't know they multiplication tables. Anyway, I'm sorry, because there's niggas out there that don't. And that's, I'm not trying to be mean to you. I'm sorry. God, I'm a dick. Playing is ghetto as fuck. But it's the only game that most of us been playing for so long. And don't get to that. Because I don't want to get off topic too bad. I don't want to get off topic because, bro, I will go. Because, like I said, I can't protect motherfuckers from all the bullshit. I can't. All I can do is try and set you up for success. To look in the direction of your own discernment. I'm not going to explain the world to you based on some grand conspiracy that somebody's hiding something from you. They've always been hiding it from you, and you're really the chosen one with special energy, and they don't want you to know. But once you know, then you can unlock this, and now you become the master of Earth. That feels good, don't it? But it's bullshit. It's bullshit. We don't have to apologize for the typo. Typos happen, bro. Hey, man, get out here and stumble. It's cool. Because I be stumbling. Shit, I ain't worried about it. Fortune cookie bullshit. That fortune cookie got a little sweet cookie. It tastes good, and that thing says, ooh, I'm going to do this today? Hercules. It's bullshit. He's a good bullshitter. Just off of what Varaki talks about in episode 4 and 5, all those words are salient. Yes! That's the thing. People get caught up in what's salient, what feels familiar. Because they're on this seeking path of trying to figure it all out. And they always want to feel, I'm almost there. I'm getting close. I'm tapping in. We're figuring it out, guys. We're rising. Oh, God. Yeah, I gotta let you listen to this guy. I gotta let you listen to this guy. Where is it? I gotta let you listen to this. And I'm gonna walk through a little bit of this. I'm not gonna go through this whole video, bro, because I watched it the other day and I was just in pain. Not because it's wrong, even though, you know, if we were ever to put that shit on the table, that's probably how it's gonna go. But I'm not trying to just to make the claim that it's wrong. I'm trying to make the claim that these motherfuckers are playing on your emotions, and you need to be able to recognize it. You don't need to wait to, I gotta be friends with Arius so he'll call the bullshit for me. I gotta call my own bullshit. Fuck you mean? Like, look, if you pay me to do it and that's my job, I'll do it all day. I'd like to do my job. But just like they don't have a responsibility not to bullshit you, I don't have a responsibility to make sure you don't bullshit yourself. I'll do it out of fun because it's just fun for me. But I'm not obligated to do it. You're obligated to do it for you. So you got to be able to recognize this shit. They will tell you what you want to hear. And because you won't admit to yourself what you really want to hear deep down, you eat it up. And then they eat you. Whatever. Let me get in here real quick. I'm gonna get to the chat.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Universal Mastery. Welcome back to my channel. What I do here is I break down the occult sciences and I break them down to a practical level so that you can use them and apply them in your day-to-day life and get actual results with it simply by using your observation. Okay? So, first thing I want to say is let you know who I am, who you're getting this information from. My name is Jeremiah Schwartz. I am a professional Kabbalist, fully initiated in the entirety of the tree, studied when it comes to the 22 archetypal paths in regards to the major arcana, and studied when it comes to planetary energies and astrology. Okay, so that's just to give you an idea of.
First, right out the gate, because almost all his videos start like this. I'm not gonna say all his videos because I didn't go through all his videos. Most of the videos I saw, all of the videos I saw start like this. Okay. Now I want to put this in the perspective of somebody who's just beginning, right? Who's just kind of getting out here. You hear that? That sounds good. That sounds real good. Planetary energies. Oh wow, the 22 paths and the major arcana. He just put that to. Okay. Anyone can say that. Here, let me do this. Let me do this. What do I got? What do I got down here? Do I have the symbolism one? Well, here, I'll just open this one up, right? Let's see. Hello, I'm Arius Bookman. I want to let you guys know who I am. I'm here to teach you about the spirit of the Eternal One. Oh, okay, cool. I've been initiated in Cthulhu's tomb. Ooh, sound nice, right? Here, let me find something else. And in the Order of the Morning Star. Bro, I just picked up a book and started reading spooky words. Anyone can do that, okay? I'm not telling you he's lying. What I'm telling you is it's salient. It sounds familiar. These are the things you double and triple check. These are the things you double and triple check. Because if you just eat that, he becomes an authority, or more of an authority than you. And it's not this, once again, I'm not saying authority don't exist. The thing about a motherfucker in a position of authority, often tried, never denied, willing to be tried again. Often tried, never denied, willing to be tried again. Okay? So you have to call things. I'm not telling you whether or not that's real. I'm saying that's something you want to check. Because it's easy to say. Anyone can say it. Oh, fuck. And then there's also the thing, making it practical. Everyone wants this to be made practical for them, right? What do you mean by that? What constitutes practical? How do I fit this into my regular humanity? How do I continue to live the same regular ass life with some spooky sprinkle on top? How do I get to keep doing what I want to do, but get a little bit more of what I want? I'm going to tell y'all, bro, you ain't getting what you want. What you want is in your way. Once you can get past that, you'll be surprised how often the shit that you looking for just come looking for you. Fuck, man. It's not. Because that shit sound like it's some secrets. That shit sound like it's some secrets. Let me go ahead. Let me continue, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm about to get mad. I realized in school, if I can't put my own twist on things, then I don't know it. Yeah. If you can't make your own example of a concept or a principle, yeah, it's thinking about your thinking. Thinking about your thinking is the very beginning. Not changing the words you use. Not changing the words you use. Thinking about your thinking. Oh, yeah, I'm not a big fan of his information. Panic's breakdown on the Wiz of Oz was fire. It's a good breakdown. Remember, though, when you do that, guys, it's an analogy. It's not to say somebody is hiding something from you and they're giving you breadcrumbs in a movie. No, it's not. First of all, if anything like that, it's public notice. It's not because someone's hiding something from you. Like in Jujutsu Kaisen, what it do, like if you gonna do your move, if you explain your move to a motherfucker, it makes it even worse. It's like it's just your agreement to me doing what I'm doing to you. So a layer of the resistance you would naturally have is gone because you've just agreed to it. So it's public notice for the first part, but you can make analogies and metaphors about most things. You can make analogies and metaphors about most things. So the magic we're doing is that the coding, so to speak. No. It's as simple as moving your thumb on the controller. Look, to go play Super Mario, you don't need no coding. I mean, those things will help, most certainly. Understanding and knowledge of those things will most certainly help. I won't deny you that. Okay, but look, magic is a doing. And the doing becomes obvious and natural once you comprehend being. This is what I'm saying. Like people look at soul. It's your soul. No, soul is not something you have. It's something you are. Magic is not like once you understand the being, magic is the natural doing of that being. Okay, like water and ripples. I love that example because you see ripples in water, but ripples are a doing of water. The being part is the water itself. Okay, they go hand in hand. Water doesn't need to ask how to ripple. You can't stop it from rippling. Okay, when you get the concept of being correct, the doing comes naturally. It's damn near obvious. Like, think about the first time you got some pussy. You try to get it in there. You're like, okay, here we go. It's it. You get in there. You get one or two strokes. You're like, okay, I can. Oh, okay, this ain't that bad. Unless you come up on it and it's stinking and she all kind of crazy, and then some people have a terrible first experience. It happens. But in general, or riding the bicycle, right? You ride, you think you got your parents' hand on the back, and you wobbling a little bit. Okay, I can kind of, all right, I see this. And you get to go a little faster. You're like, oh, I'm going fast. You look back, the motherfucker ain't there no more. You're like, but I'm doing it. Yeah, the doing comes naturally once you get the being. Once you get the being, and that's what motherfuckers are missing. But this is the thing, all this physical, all the physical world stuff does not tell you about being. Super Mario don't tell you about the motherfucker holding the controller. That's the spiritual shit. It's beyond the computer stuff, the machine world. It's beyond the thing. The thing you looking for is beyond the machine world. But once again, I don't really know the dude, so I'm not trying to tell you anything about the dude personally. I'm not even trying to tell you he's wrong yet. I want you to know when to peek your ears up. Even when you're listening to me. Please, double time when you're listening to me. Fuck you mean? Let me continue a little.
of who you're getting this information from, which is very important. And yeah, so pretty much what I want to do here is I want to talk about Kabbalah. Okay, so specifically the subject of today's video is going to be what is the difference, what is the truth between the Sephiroth and the Qliphoth? What is the truth between these two things, universe A and universe B primarily as well? But mainly the Sephiroth and the Qliphoth. What is the truth? I know there's people that are starting to study Kabbalah and they're starting to recognize the basics of it. Probably the Sephiroth is where you're at. But you probably at some point are going to come across the Qliphoth and universe B, the darker side of the Kabbalistic tree. And you may have the question, well, you know, for some of you're probably going to go a little bit deeper than just say, oh, the Qliphoth is evil, the Sephiroth is good, I'm just going to work with the Sephirothic tree. So for people that want to know the actual truth of how this tree really functions and what the tree is truly about, and what you haven't been told about the tree, and what so many other occultists have failed to realize and understand and know, if you want to know those things, stay tuned for the rest of the video. This is your video.
Truth. Real. The truth is not something that has been hidden from you. You gotta understand that. You gotta understand that. The truth is not something that's been hidden from you. You don't understand. The truth was never hidden from you. It is your ignorance. It is your ignorance. So, because he gonna slip down this hill, bro. But it's okay. I'm not mad at the person, bro. I'm not mad at the person. The threefold is the most basic way. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So it makes sense that you would build deck because most people are familiar with that. Yeah, like most people run from religion because they're in this thing. This ain't the truth. This ain't real. And they never get into the discussion of what constitutes the category of real. True. How do we come to these? See, in the Bookman, this is why I start with the existential essentials. Everything starts with them. The answers to these questions build the foundation for things such as reality and truth. They build the foundations for things such as reality and truth. It's not just what feels right. It's not just what somebody lied to you about. You can say occult means hidden. Okay. It's easy to say we've been lied to. It's easy to say that there's a conspiracy. It's easy to say they don't want you to know. What's a little bit more difficult is to say I'm too gullible to understand without somebody holding my hand through it. I don't mind holding your hand through it, but you're not gonna fucking bite me. I'm not your mama. You're not gonna bite me as we walking. If I'm gonna hold your hand, I don't mind, I'm gonna hold your hand. But don't bite me like you're grown. I don't mind. That's what you need, that's what you need. Because I'll look at some of these motherfuckers, not this person. I remember Sanchez was debating Brad Jabari on Sidnetta TV about the shape of the planet. And I'm listening to Sanchez and the questions he's spitting off. And I'm like, and once again, it's in the insult. Because this happened to a lot of us. Especially the black males, bro. A lot of us. We were not guided through the understanding of these things. We were pushed through. And at the time where we needed somebody to hold our hand through the information, we didn't get it. We got the expectation that we should have already known, and then we felt ashamed, and you just start to conform. Okay, my brother, I was listening to the man's questions, and it was clear he didn't understand how volcanoes work, how tectonic plates work, how the different layers of the planet work. And instead of pointing back at himself and saying, okay, where's my ignorance? He projects it on the world and says, you can't answer these questions, then something is wrong with y'all. But it's like, bro, hold on. You asking them because you can't answer them. Except by filling in superstitious nonsense. And see, that's what happens. When you don't know how to check your own ignorance, you fill in the gaps with conspiracies and superstition. Like, bro, so many of y'all would let go of a lot of the conspiracy stuff if you actually learn how to track history. This isn't an insult. A lot of what people are trying to fill in the gaps are their misunderstandings about history. And you can say somebody lied to you. Okay, wonderful. But it's the information age. The only thing between you and what you need to know is your capacity to know. So if we're talking about truth and reality, it's not something that's been hidden from you. It is constructed from the fundamentals of someone's cosmology. If we were in Greek thousands of years ago, what would be reality or truth would be based on the cosmology. The present current contemporary world. People's cosmology is materialism. It's particle physics. And see, this is not to say it's wrong, because it facilitates us being able to do something like this. So I'm not saying it's wrong. What I will tell you is materialism is insufficient to do what the old cosmologies did. What did the old cosmologies and religions do? They fit you into reality. They fit you into the world that you perceive so that you could come to the conclusions about things such as reality or truth. And this is the big part, this is what everybody wants, reality and truth, but how they deal with you, how you fit into any of it. That's what materialism cannot have. Particle physics, biology, quantum physics, there is no you in it. It's cosmological bleach. It's like, that's what it's made to do. It was made to take the observer out so that the people in Europe who wanted to study things would not be burned at the stake. Okay? This is where you get that fucking duality that people are trapped in, of objective and subjective. It comes from removing the third aspect from your analysis of reality. And so what they get is plenty of, like, you can make a cell phone, but you don't know how to connect yourself to divinity. People in the ancient world couldn't have made it, they may not have been able to make a cell phone, but they knew their connection to divinity. Now, we can't just go back, because we've been revealed to truths that we wouldn't have known before. Okay? So it's once again, it's not to say what's real underneath. It's about how the framing works, how you brought it together. And so because he's gonna talk about all kind of different pieces of particle physics and associate them with the tree of life. It's not the case. All of particle physics is at the bottom. Let me show you the thing. Because look, I can. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. At the bottom, this little globe behind the initiate, this is Earth, not the planet. The planet is named Earth. Earth is all of the physical world. The planet is named after that concept. Just like the fruit orange is named after its color. Like if I had a king and his name was King, he's named after the position. The planet is named after the metaphysical cosmological concept. Earth, not the planet. It's the whole physical world. All of particle and quantum physics. All of space-time. All of it. Even if you want to say there's a multiverse of space-time continuums, still space-time. All of it's at the bottom. This is what I'm telling you, that's not the Qliphoth. don't care how spooky of a quantum thing I say. No, if it exists, to the degree to which it exists, it's all at the bottom. Things like atoms, electrons, matter, and energy. These are useful fictions. I did not say they're not real. They are useful fictions. State of Georgia, a useful fiction. There's no line out there on the ground, but it has a reality to it. Characters in shows and animes and stories, useful fiction. Jesus did not exist in the same way my physical body exists. Useful fiction. Because I tell you what, Jesus can affect more people than I can conceive. Useful fiction. This is why motherfuckers need philosophers, bro. What constitutes the category of what you're talking about? It's not just saying new words. And these motherfuckers will say what you want to hear. One shit is wild, because if you're chosen, what makes you special if everyone is an aspect of our mind? They will be chosen too. Yeah, that's what motherfuckers don't like to do. But the way they compensate for that is they say, okay, now it's my duty to go wake all of them up. Nah. That's how you get to lean in to your feeling good of being chosen. Or now I'm going to wake everybody up. Nah, it's what motherfuckers want to feel. It's what they wanted to believe already. Professional is kind of wild. That would imply you're a master. Well, yes, exactly. And that's the thing. And look, bro, call me on my shit. I don't mind. Please. But see, when people run into this, they think it means they're not allowed to call someone on their shit. And then even if you call somebody on their shit, if you don't have the capacity to understand what was said, it ain't gonna make a difference. They can just say words. Like, watch, if you don't know any of these words, you can ask him, how do I know you're a professional? Let me pull out a book again and just start saying words. Let me pull out a book again and start saying words. Okay. How do I know you're a professional? Okay, cool. Let me do this. Well, to begin, I have personally, by my own experience, been initiated in the stone that is in the waters. That includes waters of spirit or the elements of fish, the alchemical mercurial waters, and, if you didn't know, which most occultists don't know, the great work at the end. Bullshit. But it sounds nice. If you don't know what you're listening to, if I didn't tell you, I'm going to read it straight out of book, you wouldn't know. Yo, I tried listening to this video on the Qlippoth a few months ago, and I listened for 3/4 of a minute, and I was like, nah. Oh, shit. I hope so. And it's not because he's a bad person. I don't know him like that. I don't really care. It's bad information. It's bad information. Let's continue. Hold on. And also, this is one reason I'm going to go through some of this, because I hate to misrepresent people. You know, because it'd be easy for me to just show you a shit, show you a picture of him and just start talking shit. And I don't want to do that. I could. It'd be much more fun for me, easier. But it would just be me contributing to bullshit, okay? I want you to see why. I want you to see why. Not to get caught up in the personality, but to understand why.
Okay, so let's go into it, right? So from the very beginning, let's bring up the Bible, okay, in regards to the Garden of Eden. So even from the very beginning, you had Adam and Eve, and they were specifically told not to eat from the tree of knowledge, okay? With the serpent that had a apple. Okay, the apple was the fruit from that tree that they were specifically told by God, and the God was the chaos entity, the Yaldabaoth. It's the chaotic force that likes to harvest humans' potential. You could think of it as an extraterrestrial force that has been created to specifically harvest human energy to bring back to their, essentially, their race of being. Let's call it like an insectile type of hive mind like race, right? They create this chaos entity and they influence Earth through remote viewing. This extraterrestrial species of being that exists on a whole other dimension than we do. Remote influences, because of their high level of technology and their intelligence, they remote influence to try to harvest human energy here, because we have a very powerful feature to us, which is the ability to literally link with the source itself, because we live here on Earth, which is literally one of the most organic planets there is. That's why it's so physical. So this.
No, come on. No, come on, bro. Real shit. Let's say you looked at Christianity, Jesus and them, and you said, nah, this ain't real. Okay, fair play, cool, do what you do. But then something like this is real? Like, this is so much more convoluted and beyond the scope of anything you could ever verify. To adhere to these ideas is more blind faith than Jesus, bro. I'm like, and this is the thing. I'm listening, and it sounds like he just watched some Bobby or Panic videos and came up, look, took the melanin and white man stuff out, right? And made it about humanity. He hit you with the universe A, universe B, cosmic beings, right? Interdimensional, extraterrestrial. Woo! Woo! God, I'm a dick. Look, to harvest human energy, like, come on, man. How is that not just the devil? How is that not the devil? And then the claim that the planet Earth is the most organic planet. Like, what is that even? Where would you verify any of that? But you know what? And this is the thing. It's what is salient to people. People hear universe A and B, they think they're on the right track listening to this. People hear interdimensional, extraterrestrial, feeding on the human energy. Oh, now I'm on track. Smooth. I saw this outside of my eye. My question is, are these motherfuckers getting results from what they are doing? If they aren't applying the correct framework, will that hinder their results they're seeking? Okay, that is an excellent question. That's an excellent question. This goes back to what we were talking about before. What the fuck are the results they're looking for? This is why I talk about self-deception, because there are hundreds of people doing this. He's not bad for doing this. I'm not good for doing this. Those are childish concepts. You use those to explain things to child. We need a little more nuance here, okay? This is unverifiable bullshit. Look, if I'm talking about physical, non-physical, and primordial, I can show you right in your experience of now what I'm talking about. I'm not going to invoke some intergalactic, interdimensional narrative of you being deceived. That's the devil again. But the results. At first, when most people are rebelling against religion, the only result they're seeking is to fill in that hole, that ripping out religion left. Why did it fill a hole in you? Why did it pull a hole in you? No, because I'm not just gonna. I don't just want to tell you that's what it did. I want to tell you why that's the case. This is why I always start here. Before, when you were a Christian and you believed that what you knew was how the world functioned, you felt at home in the world. You were nested in an idea of how reality worked and how you fit in to that narrative. That is what religions always gave you. But then what happened? You looked at it. Oh no, this isn't real. This ain't the truth. And now you're no longer at home in the world. Now you no longer fit to the world. And so you seek. You seek out truth and reality. Why? Because you don't have these. You don't have the answers to these questions, which give you the foundation to have truth or reality. When I'm asking a question, what is reality at large? At this level of analysis, there isn't anything to constitute truth yet. Fucking beard. Anyway, at that level of analysis, there's no real truth. Okay, so I'm not telling you that there's a correct framework, because there isn't. What I'm telling you is that you can't make a framework from materialism. You're not going to reconnect humanity to the cosmos. Humanity, by definition, is separated from it. Why? Because this comes right out of materialism. Everything that all the artifacts of space-time, melanin, cells, quarks, Higgs bosons, nuons, pineal glands, all of these things are artifacts of space-time. Space-time cannot frame reality. It's like if I tried to frame the reality I live based on the laws and the laws and physics of Super Mario World. It's ass backwards. And it's obviously ass backwards when you do that analogy. What I'm saying is to try and describe reality at large based on materialism, based on particle physics, is ass backwards. Literally. It's ass backwards. So I'm not telling you what is the correct framework. I'm saying if you don't understand the framework you have, you're going to fuck it up. This is why you can't just jump into some ancient framework that wasn't built for you. You can't just jump into the Egyptian pantheon and say, okay, now I'm really following this because this is the real thing. Bro, you don't know crocodiles, hippos, jackals. You don't know that, bro. You don't know none of that stuff. So none of it's going to fit for you. Panic did a very pertinent example. And once again, this goes back to what is initiation doing? What is the point of initiation? How does it function? He gave the example of some street dude, right? If a street dude out there and his whole life, he guns. And I shoot like 5 niggas. I always had guns in my face, right? Okay, cool. That's the life he lived. If he went through an initiation where at the end they point a gun at your face, it doesn't change him. Now, if you take Theo Huxtable from up on the upside city, he always got his nice Cosby sweater. He ain't never even touched the gun, seen the gun, ain't even thought about being close to death before. And then you put that shit in his face like he's about to die. He changes. Initiation has to fit to the initiate. Otherwise, it's not changing them. And so just going back and trying to pick up the initiation rites for an ancient system that was not fit to you ain't gonna work. This is what's gonna happen. And this is going right back to the question. Are they getting results? What constitutes results? The results they're going to get is they're going to feel like they're getting closer. They're going to feel like they're getting closer. They're going to go into these rooms of people trying to reopen these old rites, right? And this is the thing about that. When you go into those rooms, No one's going to disagree with you. Anything that comes out your mouth, no one's going to challenge it. Because this is the expectation. Everybody in the room is expecting the person who's leading the room to challenge it. But they're going to do the ultra detached, super neutral. And they're going to let you say whatever the fuck you want. They're going to let you do whatever the fuck you want. They're not going to challenge anything. And you're not going to challenge that because it feels good. So those are the results they're going to get. Bruh, this shit don't feel good. It don't. Spirituality is something to make you happy and make you feel good in life. Metaphysics. Metaphysics. This is why I ask these questions. Not because you don't have them and you got to come follow me. No, this is basic metaphysics. In the world but not of it, what is the primary correspondences between Malkuth, life on earth, and non-physical and the primordial? If nothing in the physical world is spiritual, what is there? Good question. Good question. And this is why I go back to what is you. This is why I try to show it to you right now in your experience of now. Okay? Because it's not when I say it, and because I know this is what usually people are telling you. I'm not telling you to reject the physical world. All right? I don't want you to throw the baby out with the bathwater. The baby was the whole point of having bathwater. I don't want you to, I wouldn't say reject the physical world, but see the distinctions. Just like I'm showing you the distinction between physical, non-physical, and primordial right there in your perception. All right? The perception is the root part, bruh. Oh, here we go. Primordial, non-physical, and physical, okay? That's the threefold pattern. It's very simple. The image at the bottom is a cube and a sphere nested together. Fun fact, I always say this. No, it's fine. A cube and a sphere nest together perfectly at a ratio of 9:8 with 7 focal points along the middle axis. Fun fact. Anyways, there are 3 elements here. All right, I'm using this to show you the relationship between the primordial, non-physical, and physical. Just like you would have the relationship between you sitting on the couch, your game console, and the generated world of the game. Okay, this is the same dynamic. All right, look, primordial realm, right? The primordial realm is the empty space in this image. The symbol of the empty space is the X, Y, and Z axis, okay? That is the primordial. Within that is the physical and non-physical. That's going to be the cube and the sphere, okay? We can have an argument about which one is which. We really could. That's what I'm saying, bro. I be leaving places in here where you can disagree with me, where my argument is not all-encompassing. I leave them all over the place. Whatever. Anyways, for the sake of the explanation, the non-physical is the sphere. The physical is the cube. Okay? They are all nested together within each other. If I take the center point of that cube and that sphere and the empty space with the X, Y, and Z axis, the center point is the same place. The center point is the same point. That's the relationship. That's the dynamic. That's what I'm telling you. There's nothing to unlock. There's nowhere to go. Dorothy never leaves Kansas. I don't care how far into Super Mario's world you get, you never have to leave the room on the couch. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, it's... I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. Okay, and this is the last thing about that. It's more than correspondence. Okay? Because a lot of people they'll get lost in corresponding everything. You're not going to have any direction with that. You have to understand causation. Which one is causing which? That's what'll get you involved in the loop, in the feedback, in the flow of what's already going on. My apologies. My apologies. I was gonna get pissed, and not pissed at y'all. Not pissed at y'all. It's frustration, because I can't destroy all the bullshit, and even if I did, it wouldn't give me the result I wanted. What you want is in your way. Being a slave to desires is hell. Yes, yes. Like one little slick thing I saw the other day, watching somebody's live, right? They had converted it into, well, I'm not going after, what I want. I'm going after what's useful and appropriate. How do you determine what's useful and what's appropriate? Based on what you want, huh? Based on what you want, huh? Yeah, look, where else you gonna find it? I'm sorry, that shit was funny to me, man. Yo, I don't know if we're being Christian. We never looked at the book of Genesis like that. Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Society Ejects. Motherfuckers will reject Christianity without having learned it. And then they jump into this next thing and accept it without having learned it. And if you walk into a room where nobody challenges you, you won't come to that understanding. But I'm trying to trick you, right? Whatever, man. Man, these motherfuckers, but I tell you, bro, I just turned the demiurge into an insect. Bro, an insect, alien, reptilian race, right? That's what niggas are looking to hear. That's what they looking to hear. So he gonna spit it to you. Man, let me play this one more time. I gotta play it again. Cause you think it's just Aries. Aries is a dick. Fuck it. I'm a dick. I'm a piece of shit, depending on which angle you look at me from. You're right, but I'm not wrong about this.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level. And you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'll come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Check. All right then.
Everybody agreeing, check, fire, facts, but everybody ignorant. Rejecting Christianity, but ain't even studied it. And if everybody in the room ignorant. See, man, bruh, when these motherfuckers said check, what you were supposed to do is admit what you didn't understand. But because motherfuckers just do the church thing again, they replace the word amen with check, fire, facts, gems, 100. I'll be alright. I will have to look up all that information because I don't even remember hearing the Adam and Eve story like that. Bro, see, wasn't that interesting, right? Wasn't that interesting? Now he's associating the narrative of Adam and Eve. Why? Because it's what you know. You know, the basic thing. Bro, look, these are allegories. They're metaphors, okay? They're not telling you the history of the physical world. There's plenty of evidence to document the history of the physical world. These cosmological models were not telling you the history of the physical world. You didn't have to know that back in the day because we never made a distinction between what was physical and the rest of reality. But now, based on materialism, that was what was done to build the scientific world we know of today in the Western world. I'm not saying that because it's bad and you reject it and that's your new devil. I'm not telling you to go do a rap battle with Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, that's dumb. Oh my God, and embarrassing. Like, bro, that's why I be mad. Because I say metaphysics, spirituality is what I do, and y'all motherfuckers may think of somebody trying to rap battle with Neil deGrasse Tyson. That's dumb as fuck. It's a misunderstanding. I apologize. It's a misunderstanding of what's being talked about. The tree of life and the tree of knowledge. God, it could be simple. The tree of life, okay? And we even had a question. I was talking about this with someone in the guild. He was asking about the idea of animals having their own personal awareness. More specifically, metacognition. What is metacognition? It's your awareness of your own your awareness of your own awareness. Being able to self-reflect on your own awareness. All right. Mostly plants, animals, minerals, things like that. It's to the degree to which you can make an argument for the fact that they have awareness. For the most part, none of them have a metacognition where they can be aware of their awareness. All right, like if you have a dog, your dog could be happy, but it's not going to be self-reflective about it being happy. Okay, you can be self-reflective about your happiness. That's metacognition. All right, look, that is the tree of knowledge, the capacity to reflect on your own experience. And not just experience. See, the tree of life, the fruits of the tree of life, the fruits of that architecture can give you life, but it's not going to give you metacognition. It's not going to give you a self-reflective capacity. That's what makes you like God. Like God. That's funny. That's what makes you God-like. The self-reflective capacity, the capacity to know that you know. The capacity to know that you know. But what comes along with that? The capacity to not know what you know. Ever have somebody tell you some shit and you think about, oh shit, yeah, bro, I did know that. But you didn't know you knew. How the fuck can something know that, how the fuck can something not know that it knows? This is the conundrum of metacognition. This is the introduction of suffering. Now you will suffer because you can reflect on your experience and not just experience. You reflect on it. And y'all motherfuckers will get caught up in it. Depression, anxiety. How did we deal with those problems? We fit you to reality with the cosmology. A dog don't need a cosmology. Why? It's not metacognitive. It's not metacognitive. It's not thinking about it. It doesn't even have the capacity to think about its thinking. This is why you are beastly when you do not think about your thinking. You have all the capacity. Oh! This is symbolism, guys. This is symbolism. It burns me up because I can't stop anyone else from feeding you bullshit. And the amount of time it takes to clean up bullshit is so much more, it's much larger and in depth than the amount of time it takes to create bullshit. I think about how long it would take you to shit on the carpet. Now think about how long it would take to clean that up. Exponentially longer. Much more in-depth process. Fuck, man. So the non-physical colors perspective coming from the primordial. The primordial is all the surrounding space. Does it lack appearance? All appearance comes from non-physical and physical. That's a good way of saying that the non-physical colors perception. It facilitates perception. It conditions perception. Those are all appropriate words. Because remember, when I say these things, I'm not telling you what to reject. I'm not telling you what's not real or what's the truth. I'd say they are all three true at the same time, but in different ways. They're true at the same time, but in different ways. They're true at the same time in different ways. Like, okay, if you have, let's say, just your pure light coming down, right? And you got it coming through a piece of glass. Do I have a piece of glass up here? That would be me to have a piece, though. Anyways, it comes through the piece of glass, right? And you see it, even moving through a piece of glass has changed the light. You may not be able to perceive it. You put a red film on that glass, right? Same original light. Technically same piece of glass, but now there's a filter on the glass, and all the red light comes out. It's a red film, right? All that's gonna come out is red light. Okay. Redness isn't coming. Well, how do I say this? Give me a second, because I want to say this right. Even though the film is conditioning or coloring the light, it's no less light. And catching the distinction is where you want to be. Not necessarily rejecting one or the other, but catching the distinction. Okay, and like a lot of this work, bro, is cleaning up bullshit. Your bullshit. It's not that something out here is lied. It's cleaning up your bullshit. Learning the smell of your own bullshit. So when you're walking around like, man, it smells like shit in here, you can see whether or not it's you. Majority of motherfuckers who listened to Panic gravitated to him because he was speaking about magic. Directing reality to your will. We gods was the framework. Do your magic. But most people didn't pick up that. They liked that, and it felt good to hear. So they took what was salient for them, which was Neil deGrasse Tyson is my new devil. There's somebody out there to trick me. Secretly believe flat earth or pretend like you don't care, and be above debating. See, what they picked up is how to mimic the teacher. They didn't listen to what the motherfucker was saying. Same thing with Bobby Hemmett. They didn't pick up what the motherfucker was saying because they weren't interested in what they were saying. They were interested in how they felt. Secretly getting what they want. Bro, I'm not telling you can't get what you want. I'm telling you got to get out your own way. And you never stop having to get out your own way. You have to learn the patterns. It's a lifestyle. Any motherfucker who says they above debate ain't doing science. I can't be more serious than that. Lion, good to see you in the chat. Gnostic warrior. Artifacts of space time, I like that. Don't just like it. Challenge it too. Don't just like it. Because look, I could be feeding you bullshit too. Don't just like it. Challenge it too. Like, bro, that Gnostic shit is ridiculous. But that's what motherfuckers picked up. That's why motherfuckers out here listening for demiurge and archons. Because that's all that was salient. They felt good, grabbed what was salient, what seemed like I could say that. I can't wait to say this to a Christian. Why? Because that's the secret undercurrent in their motivations. They're not running towards this work. They're running away from the thing they're rebelling against. But you'll never realize that when you run into a room full of people who will not challenge you. You go in and get a new cool thing to say, then you run out and can't wait to tell it to somebody who won't know what the fuck you talking about. Okay. Sorry. I feel like he making shit up on the spot. That's what it, bruh. I feel like he's reading from a script. Because I mean it's. But then again, I can't tell you it's wrong. Because nobody has a prerogative not to lie to you, not to bullshit themselves. And when someone's bullshitting themselves, they will inevitably bullshit other people. So I can't get it to stop. Bro, just turn the demiurge into insect. Earth organic as fuck, put them on the plastic ass planets. Bro, it's laughable, but remember, there are motherfuckers who don't know and they look and they like, damn, I'm tapping in now. And if I'm the only person calling bullshit, it just looks like I'm being a dick for no reason and I don't want to tap into the real truth. Fucking idiots. Let me listen to some more.
Extraterrestrial species does not have a physical planet like we do. Physical. It's more lucid, dreamlike. Okay? So that energy is very valuable. So that's creating the context of what God is in Judaic text or in Christianity or Catholicism, any of these inverted religions, right? So we're at the Garden of Eden and God says, do not eat from that tree of knowledge. So we have this chaos entity that's telling them not to eat from the tree of knowledge. So if you have a certain level of wisdom to yourself, whoever's watching this right now, you might ask yourself this question, which is, well, if I'm told not to eat that fruit from the tree of life because God says I shouldn't and I can't, and with the knowledge that this God is a chaos entity, then somebody who has wisdom would say, okay, well, it sounds like that fruit on the tree of knowledge is something important then. You know?
Wouldn't everybody like to consider themselves someone who has wisdom? Especially when you don't define what the fuck it is. It's another word to like. Who don't want to think of them? Who won't listen to this and think, well, I sure as hell ain't got no wisdom? No. It's something you want to hear. Look, man, how many of y'all motherfuckers got kids, right? And you tell the kid, don't do that. Not because you're trying to hide the world from them and you don't want them to grow up and be strong. Because, bro, you don't want them problems. I know what the fuck that is. I made you a world where you never have to deal with that. And the only thing you want to do is deal with that. It's like the example I always give. Like, as a kid, you look at your parents getting mail in the mailbox and you think to yourself, damn, why the fuck I'm not getting mail? I want some mail. And here comes the parent. Bro, you don't want this. You don't want mail. Stop trying to get mail. Please, it's bills. Like, you don't even understand. But what is someone with wisdom? No, it's immature. That's what an immature motherfucker gonna do. Fuck, it's just a chaos being. No, motherfucker. If this motherfucker that created you, created a whole world for you. Don't you do that for your kids? Well, I guess you just must be the demiurge then, right? You must be Yaldabaoth himself wanting to make a nest for your children. Birds are Yaldabaoth. Dogs be making a nice little nest for the puppies is Yaldabaoth. Right? Alligators and fish that hold their baby in their mouth is just Yaldabaoth. Frogs that hold their baby in the skin of their back is just Yaldabaoth. No, babies are dumb. Babies have no wisdom. Babies don't understand. See, who want to agree that's you? Huh? Don't nobody see, I say that. Don't nobody want to agree, oh, I'm that thing. I'm the baby that don't understand and needs to be directed by something that can fucking show me. It ain't me. I'm not, when I say that, I'm not trying to throw myself in a position. I am an awful example of a good human. Don't. I'm so serious. And I say this so often. But then I guess maybe somehow it sounds like it's not true. Just like it sounds like, oh, what you mean, mom and dad? I want to get bills. Eating from the tree of life. The fruits of a tree. How do you eat from a tree? You eat its fruits. You eat its fruits. We're in a metaphor here. He said you can eat anything in the garden. But if you touch that, everything gonna change. Everything gonna be different. Look, your mom and daddy, right? Told you, keep your vagina to yourself, sweetheart. No. I'm not trying to ruin your life because I'm telling you not to go to the party with the guy that you really, really like, that you feel like, you know, this is your future now. In what, 17, 16, 14? Let me guess. They just try to keep you out of what's really, really good. Right? And now you're pregnant at 14. And that motherfucker gone. Everything is different now. Told you not to go over there, but now that because you've done it, everything is different now. I can't protect you anymore. That was the agreement. You can have whatever you want here, but if you do that, I can't protect you anymore. Things are going to be different. Why is there an assumption that God's life is beautiful and wonderful? It's not. Fuck. But see, that's what a child would think. So because you think eating from the tree of knowledge or someone's trying to keep something from me, that's not a wise position. It's childish. It's immature and it's short-sighted. It's ignorant. Anybody want to agree to be that? No. But if I told you where the fuck you find yourself now is wise, what you gonna do? We tapping in. This is good. Y'all gotta try this universe A and B. They play on your emotions. They tell you what you want to hear and they don't challenge your bullshit. I'm sorry, bro. I forgot the fucking chat. I get so... Majority of motherfuckers, okay, I'm doing the magic, but sometimes the magic will hit harder in certain situations. What I'm finding out is my emotions are getting in the way of the results. Yes. And it's very common. It's natural for that to be the case. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're going down the path. Because look, there's so many people get into this to try and find a way around something, to try and avoid a certain kind of suffering. The only way through is through. So I'm not going to tell you to fake it until you make it, because how would you know when you make it? You wouldn't. You just start to fake making it. Do not fake it until you make it. Face it. Face it. I know you don't want to, and I know it sucks, and I know you think there's all these other options you could implement as opposed to the thing you don't want to. I can't stop your feeling about that. I can't. Look, all I can do is tell you not to eat from the tree, babe. That's all I can do. You go ahead, bro. That's what I'm saying. You go ahead, because it's inevitable. That's the big thing about the whole cosmology. It's the fall of Adam, the fall of Lucifer, the fall of Christ. They're inevitabilities. They're inevitabilities. They're part of the story. There's no way in which it wouldn't have happened. All children are going to do what grown folks do. It's inevitable that your children will do what you do and not what you say. It's inevitable. It's in nature. Anyone who's wise, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's just like an elephant looking in the mirror or painting itself. Wait, what? That must be in reference to something else. I understand though that is why I'm in the guild, to get a grip on this shit. Yes, you want to get a grip on where you're starting at. No difference than what Dr. Del Blair was speaking on. I used to listen to him, but always took him with a grain of salt. There's so much shit out here. Yeah, you gotta take things with a grain of salt. You got to. And look, this is what that means though. This is real shit. That means you need more development in your capacity to discern. It's hard to find what's supposed to be relevant when there's so much shit out here everywhere. Anyone can say anything. No one's allowed to challenge. It's hard to determine what is relevant. I get that. And I do not want you to assume that because I am saying it, it's the most relevant. I don't want our relationship to be one where you trust me. I'm a piece of shit. Don't trust me, not because I won't be trustworthy, but because that's not the mechanism you need to have to learn to discern. Who do I trust? Who do I feel most comfortable about? That's childlike. You gotta grow up. And look, it's okay to be in a phase of childlikeness, but when you grow up, don't look back at your parents and tell them they lied to you. Don't. Because, okay, what if they did lie to you? So what? You were gullible. That's what needs to be dealt with. The gullibility. That's what's more proximal. That's what's easier to deal with, guys. I want to put this up here so you can see the chat. You can't see it like that because it's not zoomed in. God damn. I gotta set up a window for the chat so y'all can see the chat properly. Ignorance is bliss when it comes to suffering. Yes. Existentialism, solipsism. Yep. Give them a taste. See, look, if y'all motherfuckers actually talking about some left-hand path, you're not just gonna get a taste of those. Solipsism, throw this nigga in the deep end. Ha! See, motherfuckers jump to the dark and spooky shit because it look cool. It's gonna fuck you up. Damn. Motherfuckers talking about humanity. No, that is food. Ugh. Metacognition makes sense. Compared to a dog are used to breed and raise dogs, and there's no awareness of their environment, no thinking about their thinking, just on repetition, aka domesticated. It's instinct. It goes from instinct. And look, you can do a lot with instinct. You can. I'm not trying to tell you say you're rejected and other stuff. There's more. You have to catch the distinctions. You have to catch the subtlety. That's the thing about what's the shit that's occult. It's subtle. Everyone want to be a teacher. Yeah, or at least feel confident enough to give out tips and shit. Facts. When you're the only one challenging it, you seem like you're hating or rebellious to the truth. When it's just things everybody want to feel good about, and not to say some things you can't feel good about. Yeah. It's like when you go into the church, because you done left the church, and you go back in and you start telling them all the things you've learned about the history of the narrative of Jesus, where it came from, how they constructed Christianity. You just sound like a hater, because you're ruining everybody's fun and feel good, right? That's how the Christians in your family look at you, like you ruining a good time. You trying to mess everything up. That's how it look. Why? Because they go on what they feel. And then my dads come around and say, hey bro, you doing that very wrong. Well, shut up, Aries. You don't know me. We're all gods. Okay. So what? See, most people only have this information in a motivational sense. And these motherfuckers will play on your emotions. Why? Because you will spend money off of your emotions. Especially if you think you're different. Yeah, if you the motherfucker who think I would never do that, you're so much more susceptible to it. You don't get to a point where you don't have to wipe your ass. There's always going to be shit. You don't get to a place where you float above all this. Motherfuckers is quick to get to a place where they can have their nose in the air. Even if you put your nose up there, that's your shit you smelling. What's out the baby? Look, I'm passing to. Okay, bro, look. Being a baby ain't easy. It may sound easy, it ain't easy. Oh, metacognition, that's what you meant, not meat cognition. I was like, what the fuck is meat cognition? Metacognition. I knew I'm looking at that, I'm like, he means something else. Keep reading. He means something else. Metacognition, yes. Metacognition, the elephant study. We tap it in. Now, there are animals that have, to the degree to which we can ever have evidence for it. There's evidence for some other animals, other physical forms being capable of metacognition. Now, to the degree to which it folds over into their use of language, I think that's the big thing. And I don't know. To be completely honest, bro, I don't know. There's room on the table to have the debate. There's room on the table to have the argument. Because, you know, when everybody's above debating, just high up there. Oh my God, look how high. They're just so far above debating. Oh, glorious. Whatever. We tapping in here, boy. That's your boy, man. I can't deal. All right, look, listen. Because I'm only going to do a little bit more of this thing.
You know, it sounds like it's probably something I should eat. Okay, if this chaos entity is telling me not to eat it, then maybe I should eat it because there's something it's trying to hold me back from. And this is the level of awareness you want to have. This is the level of understanding. So when it comes to the, let me pull out my sheet. Check this out. So when it comes to Kabbalah, they mention the tree of life. They're in the Garden of Eden, and God says you can eat from the tree of life, but you cannot eat from the tree of knowledge. Okay, and that's where the serpent was. Okay, the snake. Yeah. So check this out. So this is the tree of life. This is the Sephiroth. Okay, this is universe A, Sephiroth. This is the Qlippoth. Okay, the Sephiroth stands for emanation. This is the realm of spirit emanating. Okay. Universe A, once again, objective, more so masculine dominant, forceful, spirit, like willpower.
I'm going to get you with that one too. Guys. Look. Be nice. Here we go. In people's effort to rebel against Christianity, because of the way Christianity is constructed, so masculine dominant, they go deep into trying to remove the masculine from there and put the feminine there, because they think, once again, that they've been misguided and not that they've misunderstood. Okay, and then what they end up doing is instead of putting the masculine in a tyrannical position, they put the feminine in a tyrannical position. Right. Masculine and feminine is not male and female. Christianity was not made to suppress the feminine. It's a symbol. You have to understand the cultures and traditions these people lived in. It's a symbol. Fuck, this stuff look, the religions were not telling you the way of life. Especially not people today. Oh, there's a divine whore, that must mean I gotta throw this pussy everywhere. That's dumb. There's a God of impotence. Anybody want to do that? There's a God of filth and disease. Anybody want to just go get as sick as you could? Huh? There's gods of death. Why don't you just go jump off of something and die? Because there you go, right? No, it's this dumb, guys. There are archetypes for everything. It does not mean you find an archetype and you make that your physical life. So that's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers don't understand how to develop a lifestyle. They don't understand how they fit into the world they perceive. And so they just make up ridiculous shit. Bruh. The feminine cannot come before the masculine. It can't. It can't. It's reactionary. The only thing that comes after the feminine is the child. The child is usually symbolized as male because we're talking about an odd number versus an even one. 1 starts out as odd number, 1, right? The masculine. Because we're coming out of 0. We're coming out of the triple blackness of space. It's feminine in name. It is father, mother, child, unexpressed. You begin the process of expressing. The first one that comes out is the masculine. It is the archetype of perfection. The feminine is the mechanism to replicate said perfection. It is the mechanism to replicate said perfection. The child is that perfection replicated. Like, none of that is telling you what you're supposed to do as male and female. That's natural world, that's nature stuff. These are symbols for principles, for concepts. Motherfuckers love to paint the masculine as oppressive, just like children like to paint parents as oppressive. Anything I don't like is oppressive, even though fucking toddlers are tyrannical. They're awful. But they'll be the first motherfuckers to say, no, it's the world that needs to change. First one to be like, why the world ain't the way I want it. Tyrannical little fucks. Masculine is not oppressing you. Fuck, man. Maybe the motherfuckers who was running the church were oppressing you. Yes. There you go. Religion was co-opted. Yes. You're not wrong about that. What you're wrong about is the nature and character of the masculine. Fuck, bro. I only want to go into a little more of this because I want you to hear the shit he says. I want you to hear it. Because if I just said motherfuckers is out here saying this, that, and the third, you'd be like, oh, whatever, Ash, you lying. You capping. They ain't really saying that. Metacognition. Pause. No diddy. No diddy. Chip can do sign language, but I don't want the motherfuckers teaching me about my divinity. Wait, what? And so I saw the Chip doing the chimp sign language thing, man. Like, to the degree to which it understands any of that, like the AI generated text. Like, there's no need for understanding. It's manipulating symbols. It's manipulating symbols based on the probability of what word would come next. Like, you ever seen the thing where you type in a search and it begins to fill it out? Because there's a probability based on how the English language is not only set up, but used. There's a probability of what word will come next. It's computing power. It's not necessarily... There's no case to say it understands any of that. Now that's what with sign language. Okay, like the monkey can make the hand, it can copy the sign, but and once again, I'm saying I don't know. I'm not saying somebody's wrong for saying it. I'm saying I don't know, so I'm not going to make the conclusion. I'm not going to tell you about intergalactic or interdimensional aliens. Ugh. Don't be a dick. Or a piece of shit. That nigga too pretty. Look like he never been through the mud, speaking from no experience of fundamentals. You know, it's funny though, because you'll hear the shit from Bobby and Panic, but you'll mysteriously not hear anything about white supremacy. Like all of a sudden, everybody's just human. Like I said, bro, I don't buy that shit. I'm not telling you somebody's bad for the color of their skin or what particular caste they fall in the caste system of white supremacy. What I'm saying is it's very convenient that nobody was human until it was time to clean up. Before then, everybody just basically, like, read the ethnology. Get into some of the ethnology of the early 1800s, 1900s, and even 20th century. Everybody but white folks ain't human. But now all of a sudden, now we know everybody's human once it's time to clean up and take responsibility. Nah, bro, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. But see, you're not going to get that part of the argument, because what are they doing? Their part of his audience is not going to want to hear that. As soon as they hear that, they out. He's going to tell you what you want to hear. And not just him. I'm not saying anything wrong with him. I don't know this nigga. I'm listening to the message. They're going to tell you what you want to hear, and they're not going to stop you from saying coming to any ridiculous conclusion. They're not going to check you on it. They'll check that check, but they're not going to check you on bullshit. They're not. I'm baked, man. I'm just added to the mix. I wasn't debating. Okay, I wasn't sure what you was talking about. Hey, man, add it to the mix, man. Debate. Fuck around. Who knows? Like, get dirty. Engage with it, man. Because this is the thing, bro. You have to contend with these ideas. It's not just learning a new proposition and now I have truth. You have words. It's so much more than knowledge, truth, reality than a good statement, a clear statement that you can repeat. That was the school trauma. You think because you can repeat what you were told that you're learning, that you know it now. Nah, it can't be. It can't be. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more of this, dude, bro. Because like I said, I'm not going through the whole thing, bro. I'm not going through the whole thing. I'd rather you go through the whole thing.
I should say like forceful willpower. Then this is the Qlippoth, which in Hebrew stands for shells. And this is the roots of the tree of life. Okay? This is the shells. These are the different hell realms of the multiverse. These are the different hell realms. This is literally what is known as the underworld. Okay? So this is also universe A. This is the direct root system of the Sephirothic tree. Okay? So once again, this is the Sephiroth, universe A, ruled by objectivity, the realm of emanation, okay, spirit where it can emanate. And then this is the Qlippoth, the realm of shells, known as the underworld, also objective in universe A. Okay? Now, there is a backside to the Sephiroth, okay? And basically when you flip the tree backwards, or if you go behind the Sephiroth, that's where it really is, it's behind it. So if you could just turn it around, you'll get to the backside. The backside of the Sephiroth is going to be in universe B. And all of these Sephirothic spheres are going to turn into their shadow form. So for example, you have Kingdom, Foundation, Splendor, Victory. So on the backside, it would be the opposite of these. It would be the shadow, the lower polarity.
This is ass backwards, guys. most of these rites and initiations, remember, they're going to be taught to the initiate bottom up, because all the initiate knows is the bottom. They're going to be taught to them bottom up. You get the first two phases. That third phase is of the within is where it's flipped. Where the focus is turned away from any physical anything. 360, 720, 1080. It's ass backwards, bro. The Qlippoth is not underneath. This isn't the underworld. If anything is the underworld, it's the kingdom at the bottom of the tree of life. Where's universe C through Z? Exactly. Right. Man. It's not the multiverse. But why will they say it? Because it's salient. Because when you hear it, you're going to think. You're going to feel. Now, I'm figuring it out. Oh, I finally get it. Oh, this is it. Here it comes. Look, I don't have a vested interest in niggas not getting it. I want them to get it so I can shut the fuck up. I want motherfuckers to come up with new shit. The Bookman model is not the end-all be-all. It's the basic framework for niggas who have none. They're going to say words you know. They're going to say words you know. Why? Why? They're playing on your emotions. I'm feeling spicy, niggas. Is no different from Dreamwise. Who's spicy, niggas? But Dreamwise, man, bro, that's church, man. Cause I was at the mass student thing, bro, and I was listening to their lecture, man. That, like, in a room full of people who will not challenge anything you say, you can say absolutely anything, and you're gonna get applause. Remember the Boondocks Garden Party? Remember the Boondocks Garden Party where Stewie was trying to fuck him up, but he couldn't because they were just gonna clap at anything? Y'all out here, man, these fucking garden parties. Everybody feel nice, everybody feel fancy, everybody has that subtle feeling that they're a little bit better than people who don't have this knowledge. Oh yeah, we're slight elite, we're the real elite, we're the chosen. But we're humble. Cap.
Of these energies. Okay? And then these tunnels that you see here on the front side of the Sephiroth, Universe A, these are the 22 archetypal major arcana tarot of emanations. Okay? Archetypal paths that lead to emanations of the spirit that help you gain a better understanding of your spirit. Okay? That's the entire process.
Who knows what an emanation is? Let's look. Because, I mean, the trick is to have you feel like you know. Because niggas who feel like they know won't ask a question. Active emanating. Gotcha. The origination of the world by a series of hierarchically descending radiation from the Godhead through the intermediate stages of matter. Something that emanates or it is produced by an emanation. One more time. An isotope or radon produced by radioactive disintegration. So it's produced by an emanation. Emanates. Let's look up emanates. To come out from a source. Emanation is coming from something else. Emanation is coming from something else. Well, I'm telling you guys, the tree of life is projected from the Qlippoth. Just like the tree of life projects the kingdom. They don't tell you what you want to hear, bro. It can be also simple, but you have to challenge how well do you understand what you're hearing. Even with me, especially with me. Because I'm not going to go out of my way to simply use words you know. Because that does not change you. It does not change how you think. You are not close to getting it. That's the point of initiation. I'm glad you showed this video for the beginners like me. This nigga just invokes the fucking physical world and then overlays that shit with the non-physical and gives you this dual cosmology. He lays you with a dual cosmology. Dual cosmology is what you already got, and it don't work. It don't work. It has plenty of explanatory things. But here's the thing. That's the thing about a dual cosmology. Once again, the existential essentials. A dual cosmology will give you an at-large and an in context. It will not tell you how you are connected to it. So what do they have to do? Make up a ridiculous story. Because materialism does not come with a cosmological narrative. That was the point. They stripped out in constructing the general relativity of physics, all the different biological studies, the natural philosophies. In constructing these things, they had to strip out any cosmological narrative because that was the jurisdiction of the church, and you were going to get burned at the stake, hung, stoned. I mean, look, Europe was good at torture. Y'all want to talk about epigenetics? Europe was good at torture. Okay? Fuck. That stuff doesn't have a cosmological narrative. You need a cosmological narrative for an appropriate or well-nested sense of you, of self. How you fit into the world. What any of it has to do with you. Look, I can explain, we can have people explain to you dark energy, dark matter, antimatter, 0-point energy, quantum quasi. There's plenty of explanatory power. But none of it, if you ask, okay, what does that have to do with me? Nothing. Because it's made not to be able to do that. You can't take it and then just overlay a narrative. It doesn't have a narrative by design. It's cosmological bleach. It may sound like I'm just being a dick. Okay, look, I'm a dick. I'm a piece of shit. You're not wrong about that. But that isn't a metric to determine whether or not I'm bullshitting you. Oh. I'm just going to do a little bit more of this because he hasn't got to the point I want to get to. He hasn't got to the point I want. Once again, message, not the messenger. I don't know this guy. He could be a best friend. He could be a great person. You know, it'd probably be cool to get you drink with. You know, maybe have a great conversation. You guys smoke some weed. You know, maybe he's nice to his spouse or his pets. You know, maybe he donates to a charity and recycles. I don't know. I don't care about the messenger. The message. What are they saying? No, I'm doing it.
And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check?
Check.
All right then. They play on your emotion. Saying nothing well and playing on your emotion. Tell a person what they want to hear and say nothing well. You can say nothing if you can say it well. They play on your emotion. And that's the problem with our people. They have been teaching you what you wanted to hear and not what you really needed to hear because they didn't know what you really needed to hear. That's called the art of public speaking. They play on your emotion. So that's getting your emotion up to a certain level, and you thinking that's spiritual, that's emotionalism. They play on your emotion. And they'd come up and they would come into some stuff and they would be talking all this good stuff and people, yeah. But everybody's ignorant. You see what I'm saying? They play on your emotion. And if everybody agreeing on the same thing, somebody wrong. You see? Check? Yeah. All right then.
Of initiating through this tree. Okay? Now, when you turn the Sephiroth backwards, or if you go behind it, now we're in the universe B Sephiroth, and once again, all these spheres are in their shadow form, and these tunnels now turned into the tunnels of Set. So these are known as the tunnels of Set, which instead of giving spiritual, or I should say, instead of giving you spirit emanation, they give you disease. Okay, they give you illness. They give you the lower polarity of these archetypal energies. Okay, so that would be on the back side of the Sephiroth. Now, when we go into the Qlippoth, remember we had the universe A Qlippoth. That was the direct roots from the universe A Sephiroth. So once again, the universe A Qlippoth is the hell realms, the hell shells of the multiverse, and they're objective in nature. Pretty straightforward hell realms. Okay? Now, when you go to the back of the Qlippoth, now we're in the universe B Qlippoth, which is also known as the realm of Amalek, or you could say the realm of dragons. So the serpent in the Bible, in regards to the snake on the tree, that very well may have been a diluted version of a dragon, the serpent. Okay? Dragons rule in the universe B Qlippoth, in the back of the Qlippoth. Reptilian types of energies rule in that realm because that realm is mainly made from reptilian technology. There are draconian, reptilian types of structures and so many types of influences that exist within universe B Qlippoth. Okay, so once again, you have the front of the Qlippoth, universe A, and then you have the back of the Qlippoth, which is the universe B version of the Qlippoth, which I call the realm of Amalek, which is basically ruled, the entire universe B Qlippoth is ruled by the black dragon. It's like the ultimate chaotic force that is a dragon that if you can remote view, you can literally see. And I have had direct communication and used this force. I talk about it on my channel. I even had it tattooed on me before I even knew what it was. Shortly after I made my first contact with it. And it is the dragon that gives you, I'm not going to say that right now, but it's the dragon that rules the entirety of the Qlippoth. It's the ultimate chaotic force that can only be accessed by a skilled practitioner that goes into the backside of the Qlippoth as an initiate.
Yeah, this shit is funny because I was starting to believe this shit when I first started. Yeah, because when you first start, you don't know what to believe. And motherfuckers will say the words you want to hear to draw you in. Like, bro, I could easily just say magnetosphere, melanin, Anunnaki, the conspiracy of the reptilian, intergalactic aliens. Like, bro, I want to end on this note, okay? I don't think that this guy has done nothing. That's my thing. Look at Lee, you nailed it. I just don't think he's fit to be explaining initiation. Because I listened to this. I've listened to multiple videos. I'm not an expert on this guy, but I like to do a little more research. He does not sound like somebody who doesn't know anything. He does not sound like somebody who has not experienced anything. Like there are certain places in here where I'm like, okay, I see you, but I want to see what else you say, because you could have just be saying what I would expect to hear. But look, he sounds. I can appreciate his willingness to share. Like I say, I be feeling the heat from the passion in y'all. But passion ain't it. Passion ain't it. We need some intellectual rigor. We need lines. We need standards. If we're just going to walk into the room and say what anyone says is right all the time and challenge nothing, what the fuck are we doing? So yeah, I don't know who initiated him. But that's the thing, like the shit I tell y'all about and try and teach y'all isn't what I had. I had nobody. And so I have to take that into account when I'm giving something for you to go by, for you to look at, for you to chew on. I can't give you what I went through because it was for me. Him talking about that as the realm of dragons, that really sounds like something that was for him. Like when he did the thing where he was like, the serpent in the garden may very well have been a dragon. Like he sounded like one of those ancient alien things where they just like start making a bunch of what ifs. Once again, message is not the messenger. Message is not the messenger. This has nothing to do with the physical world or a narrative about the physical world. Just like the life you live has nothing to do with the narrative or the laws of the little worlds inside the video games you turn on. It's in no way constricted or conditioned by that. It can feed back. And so you'll have people who'll dress up as Mario, who know all about the Mario lore. But which causes which? That's why I say you don't need just correspondence. You need causation. You need to understand which one causes which. I really do think it could all be so simple, but maybe it can't. And that's what's killing me. That's what's killing me. When I give y'all stuff, I don't want so you have to loop in this loop and you have to keep fucking with me to get anything. I want to set you up to fling. So you go and you fuck up some more and you fuck up some more and then you figure things out. And then years down the road, you can be like, hey, now I get what you were saying. I'm not gonna microwave y'all. I don't want to even entertain to you the idea that this is going to be quick, easy, or fun. And if that's what's stopping you, then you really need to question what the fuck you here for. That's it for me today, y'all. That's me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go this long, bro. Look, y'all have an excellent, outstanding day. Challenge what you know. Don't follow me because I'm going to fart. Don't trust. Well, you can trust, but don't use trust to determine whether or not somebody is correct.